Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Functional Taekwondo Podcast. I'm your host, Taylor Kelly. I'm also the head instructor at Functional Taekwondo. And in this video today, we're going to talk about how martial arts can help your child make new friends. Now, I put this picture up here. This is just like a really pretty old picture. I think it comes back from 2018 in one of our first locations. And I just wanted to share with you just some personal stories, some anecdotes about my experience with martial arts, and then also some stories from our own students in our school today. So if you guys like this content and you want to see more podcasts about martial arts on this channel, just be sure to hit the like button and subscribe. And if you're interested in getting your kids involved in martial arts and you happen to be in the Grand Prairie, Texas area, just visit functionaltaekwondo.com and we can get you guys set up. Now, today we're going to talk about making friends in martial arts. Now, for me personally, my experience making friends was, I was very much an introvert growing up, especially in school. I had a hard time making friends in school. However, my lifetime friends. In fact, my best friend was the best man at my wedding. I met him through martial arts. Like, he was the best man at my wedding. So we go way back. And one of the big reasons why I had an easier time making friends in martial arts is because many of the kids in the class are also introverts, right? And we're all kind of working together towards becoming more, more outspoken, boosting our confidence. All of our parents put us in martial arts for that reason. And one of the things that's really unique to martial arts is that when you learn to get into physical altercations with somebody, whether that be sparring, doing a drill, not necessarily in a bad way, but in a controlled environment where you have to basically punch and kick the other person, you learn a lot about that person very quickly. I think that it's one of the most valuable ways. One of the best ways I get to really know somebody is either by sparring with them or wrestling. And I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like a primal instinct, but I get to learn a lot about a person's personality that way. I can tell if, okay, is this person patient? Are they kind? Are they controlled? Do they have discipline? Right? I learned that very quickly when I spar somebody. And when I was young and I started martial arts, I got to know my friends really quickly because we sparred each other all the time in class. And sometimes we'd get not so happy with each other. One of us would probably head kick each other or do a takedown on each other, and it didn't feel good, right? We always did light contact, but sometimes things got heated, and my instructor was there to kind of calm down the situation. But I think, especially for boys, it's a really good way for them to channel that energy they have, the energy that they often spend on tablets and games and wanting to feel like they are basically a warrior, and channel it into martial arts. And I think that's something that the world desperately needs today. We need more men to step up and be strong men, and it really starts with being more physical, not in a violent, not in an uncontrolled way, but in a controlled way. One of my favorite quotes comes from the Chronicles of Narnia. If you haven't read the book, it's a book by C.S. Lewis. He's a Christian author, so he does have Christian elements to it. And my students and all the members probably know that I'm a practicing Catholic, so I take my faith seriously. But I also see that there's a very good lesson in the book. And when the kids were asking about Aslan, which is like the lion, they were saying things like, "Hey, he seems very dangerous, right?" And I think that's what Lucy was saying. And the beaver responded, said like, "He is dangerous, but he is safe," right? And I think that's a key lesson. We need more people that know how to be dangerous but choose not to, right? This is the essence of what it means to be a protector, right? And being a protector doesn't necessarily mean physically, but also emotionally, right? Being a good, father or mother requires being able to protect, kids from bad influences, things that are going to hurt them. Teaching them how to make good choices when it comes to making friends. I can tell you this: when I started to go to school, because I was homeschooled and I actually transferred to school, different parts of my life, I was really selective about the friends I made because I had really good friends in martial arts and in Taekwondo. And I always would ask myself this question, like, is this friend really going to be, or this person that wants to be friends with me, are they going to be like my friends at Taekwondo, or are they gonna do the opposite of what my martial arts instructor says, right? And this prevented me from getting into a lot of things my high school non-martial art friends were getting into, such as drinking, smoking weed, things like that. And I'm really thankful for my martial arts upbringing and my ability to choose good friends, which mostly stem from my instructor. My instructor often talked about that, and I like to pass down those lessons he gave me onto my students. And I think it's more prevalent nowadays because I can't tell you how many times I've seen kids just go in a completely different direction, just because of the influence of their friends, negative influences, and getting into bad things. And if you're looking for an activity, but beyond just your kids learning how to fight or how to defend themselves, or the physical skills of martial arts, there's a lot of hidden benefits as well. And one of those things is being part of a really strong community of kids who are also trying to better themselves. And just for some stories in our school, I've had students make really great friends in our school, and they hang out together. They do. I think just recently, it was Halloween. I can overhear them talking about going trick or treating together. And some of these kids, they didn't know each other through martial arts. They just came to the school, started training with each other, had a liking for each other, and then started hanging out. And they have some of the best bonds and friendships, because they are dealing with their own things, their own insecurities, and martial arts really brings that out of it. It really brings out the best in kids, and I can't stress that enough. So hope you guys enjoyed this podcast episode today. If you did, the thumbs up. If you guys are interested in trying out our classes, be sure to visit our website, functionaltaekwondo.com. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you all later.